wearing all black.
Aloha! Here with JC and Jeff.
We ain't no time for school today.
Hitting bombs.
Hey, watch this punch cut lob wedge. Replace your Marshalls with cart girls. They're better looking. They're serving drinks.
Got to hit bombs off the tee.
Phil talking about a guy taking a shit in the cut.
Mahalo!
That's what we did fireside with Phil.
Fire the stick.
Hit bomb and attack the pin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Aloha Press Show. My name is JC. Joined today by my co-host Jeff. What's going on, buddy? How's it going?
Going well, man. I got to play golf twice this week. You know, I'm feeling pretty good. It's Sunday night, getting ready to go back to work. And I feel like I've upgraded my podcast, I should say, or my YouTube show background here. I'm actually in an office today. I've got a normal chair. I actually feel comfortable. I don't sit here and have a sore back for like an hour and a half while we do this. So, you know, I'm trying. I'm putting in work, JC. I'm trying.
No, I can tell, man. It's I mean, your camera's still a bit shaky, which is always awkward. But I like the lighting. It's mood lighting. I see else in the back. It's two individuals hugging some piece of fine art. It's really impressive. It's really nice, buddy.
I didn't mess with the background. That'll be next week. I'll have to change a little bit of the decor back here.
It's no, it's good. That's good to hear. I mean, were you able to watch any golf today?
To tell you the truth, and I'm just going to be honest with you, I was busy Thursday. I was busy Friday. I did check in Friday night to see where our guys were, and once I saw Hideki miss the cut and Webb was up towards the top of the leaderboard, I realized I didn't have to watch golf. I watched a little bit on Saturday, and I watched the playoff today. That's about it. I watched Webb actually blow it. That guy, he probably should have won this golf tournament.
At one point in time, so Jeff and I, if you guys didn't listen to last week's episode, if you hadn't, there's some good nuggets in there. We touched on all kinds of stuff. We didn't talk to, but we gave some advice with Bryson DeChambeau, how to deal with some of the haters, some of the cheering, non-cheering, but also we touched on if you can't afford to go to Tahoe and spend a night in the hotel, you just go to Lucky Beaver. We gave you some tips and tricks, but Jeff and I made a little wager. Okay, bottle count was down to 2. I was only down 2 bottles. Sure enough, I went ahead and chose the one of the fan favorites, Hideki Matsuyama. Jeff went ahead and went with Webb Simpson. And I looked at the leaderboard Thursday and Friday. And I'm looking at it and going, this motherfucker's this guy's gonna take me out. He's gonna take me out before I even have any chance to get back under life. And sure enough, Webb Simpson goes out and shoots like, what the hell did he shoot? He shot 65-65, almost leading the golf tournament behind Russell Henley, and then absolutely, just cost up a good, lead by shooting 70, and then sure enough came back today and shot 66. Hideki, yes, he shot 1 under both days and absolutely choked on that yellow shirt he likes to wear. But yeah, first event. The Wyndham, which we now know is, we kind of know what some of the rewards are. Kind of finalize the final group, the top 125 for next week. Overall, Jeff, I didn't even know what Wyndham was. I didn't know it was like a hotel chain. Like, it's kind of crazy. They got sandcastles everywhere. It was weird.
Well, I'm going to say something I took away from the very, very small amount of golf I watched this week at the Wyndham. And we talked about this in the past when COVID hit, no fan time. I've seen more and more over the last probably 5 weeks, guys just flat out choking, the pressure getting to them. And I think a lot of it, there was a good sized crowd there, especially, coming down the stretch and during that playoff. I mean, you got a 6-man playoff. You watch Adam Scott miss a 4-footer to win. That's a straight putt. Doesn't even hit the cup. You watch Russell Henley 3-putt his way. He led the tournament for 3 fucking days in a row. 3 putts on 18, doesn't get in the playoff. It's nice to see. The nerves are there. When we had the fanless events, it was a lot different.
Well, you had a bunch of guys who were not. They were okay guys. They were used to not playing in big crowds, and you're watching the telecast. You're hearing Dottie Pepper chip, down the fairway, but you've got fans chipping at these players. Like there was a big crowd rooting for Kisner today to get the victory. They did not want an Adam Scott victory. They did not want a Brandon Grace, a Siwoo Kim, a Kevin Na, or a Roger Sloan type victory. They wanted Kevin Kisner to get the victory today because you could hear the cheers. It was which was pretty remarkable. 6-man playoff. I mean, after what Russell Henley did, I thought it was going to be a rather boring day in golf. You were lucky enough that you didn't have to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to start watching this golf tournament because no one told me that it was going to be on tape delay at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I tuned in at 9:30. I'm like, oh, I'll check the app. Russell Henley's like even par through 4 holes. I'm going, what the hell's going on in this world? You don't send the Aloha Press a little fucking tweet, little heads up that the tee times have been moved up 6 hours. Like, and then I had to go search for the goddamn telecast. I was on a CBS app for most of the day. It got weird there, but I was able to at least watch most of the tournament.
You put in a lot of effort for a tournament where your guy was out of it come Friday afternoon. I did wake up early. I just didn't wake up to watch golf. I woke up to play golf because I knew when I watched a little bit on Saturday that they were going to have this early tee time because of weather. So, hey, I watched the tape delay. I don't care. As long as you stay off your phone and social media, you don't know who won. It was nice to watch the playoff. I really thought we're going to have a 6-man playoff be done in one hole. And it made it 2 holes, but it was nice. It was quick.
My favorite line was from Jim Nantz. He goes, well, folks, we just gave the ending. Now we're going to tell you what happened in the beginning. And I'm like, Jim, that's not good for the viewership. Like, you just told us who the fuck won the golf tournament. Now he's like, oh yeah, stick around. We're gonna go through the whole fucking. You're gonna watch 5.5 hours of guys who did not win. You're gonna watch Russell Henley, Webb Simpson, Kevin Strolin, Adam Hadwin, Justin Rose at one point in time was near the top of the leaderboard, and you're just gonna be flat out. You're just gonna miss the show. You only needed to watch the playoff because the playoff was like an hour and a half long. Good God, I didn't know six golfers could take that long on 2 holes, especially a par 4.
It kind of reminded me of like when we're playing in a tournament together, and it's so slow that 16, 17, 18, you just say fuck it, you play in as like an 8-some, and it just takes forever to play each hole, especially if you're the guy like Adam Scott that hits it closest, and then you've got to wait for guys to chip, putt again. I mean, he had to wait on that green probably 15 minutes before he got to hit his putt on that first playoff hole. They iced him.
It was like I was looking at that putt and I'm like, all these guys, they're just wasting their fucking time. You got Kevin Na in a bunker. You got Siwoo Kim in the fucking stands. You got Kevin Na who purely just sliced one into the rough and then just dead pull chunky hook to about he had to have been his pitch shot was at least 40-50 yards. Sticks it close. Just Brandon Grace fucking kind of chunked one up there. It was just a horrible way. And they just iced him. And Adam Scott, you would think with that long, putter straight up the hill. Siwoo Kim just made one. Kevin Na just made one up the hill. You would think it would be just a simple 4-footer, but no, he like you said it, he fucking choked.
You'd think he'd at least touch a piece, right? You got to get a piece of the cup. You can't just straight whiff from that close. I mean,
I was looking at him like before he just watched several guys make this same putt. Okay, his was just a hair shorter, but he's checking his green reading book, and I'm like, 4-footers up the hill can't break that much, and he missed. There was no cup at all. That ball didn't go anywhere close to it. Just Jeff, you would think a guy with that kind of like stature. I mean, fuck, he's won a Masters championship. It just. You would think he would be a little bit better under pressure. That word fucking pressure. Good God, everyone loves to say that. Under the gun. Why? I don't even know why you'd go to the green reading book. It just confused me.
No, I mean, you would think that he'd step up and just bang it right in the back of the cup and just take home the victory. He didn't do it. Kevin Kisner got it done the next hole. On a similar length putt, knocked it in and takes home the check. And a lot of those guys jumped up a bunch of points in the FedEx Cup, though.
Oh, it was absolutely crazy. And you really think about it, like we talked about kind of some of the fan favorites, the guys who played, with a big crowd. I mean, besides Adam Scott, I mean, not a whole lot of them, and there was not a lot of victories up there, especially with Kevin Kisner. Good God, he was 0-5 in playoffs. Like. He was joking before the actual playoff, like, hey, like this is not good odds for me. Like Vegas is not betting on me, but he lucked out and freaking got the playoff victory, which I thought was pretty cool. I like to see Kevin Kisner do well. Good God, he he does not drive the ball very far. I think, Jeff, you drive the ball about 30 yards farther than he does.
He doesn't hit it very far, but I'm glad he got it done, and they got it done in 2 holes, because here's the thing. Guys like Kevin Na would have made 18 pars in a row and made this thing go into fucking midday tomorrow, right? Just the grinding pars. And I could see Siwoo and Sloan and all those guys just par after par. I'm like, thank God he made that putt.
Because it was bad. It was no one wanted to win it. It's just Kevin Kisner, thank God. You're right. Because he stuck to 3 feet and then they all finished out. Like, I was like, can we let Kevin just putt this one first so we don't have to fucking sit here? Because I'm getting tired. I fell asleep at one point in time for this playoff. Like, it would just drug on. And that hole, I mean, thank God he made birdie, but fuck, that was a tough fucking hole. Like, downhill, 500 yards. For the final event of the season, I thought it was pretty good for the most part, to kind of round out. There was a guy who was rather excited though, on Sunday, Chesson Hadley. I don't know if you saw it. I think everyone saw. If you're watching the YouTube show, we'll try and put up the little GIF of him holding out for an ace. Goes out and shoots. I think he went out and shot like 66 something. Gets into the 125. He's gonna have his tour card. Makes the playoffs. Was rather excited about this hole in one, and I just showed Jeff the video. Jeff, what did you think about the celebration that Cheslin Hadley had after his hole in one?
Hey, it's very genuine, and you can definitely tell that was his first hole in one, because that was like a 7-year-old celebration, right? The way the legs kicked up, and he kind of had a sprint at first, but to do that and to get to 125, which is on the number, get your tour card, get into the playoffs, that's humongous. I applaud him, because he's kind of had some up and downs. He battled back from the Corn Ferry a couple times. So hey, I'm all for it. That was a little bit different of celebration than I think I would do. But what would you do?
Jeff, I ain't jumping up like I'm a cheerleader with it. What was that move? Like a toe touch X out dance? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he got that from the trampoline section of the Olympics last week, but it was not pretty. I know you're excited. You just did something for the very first time. I've never had a hole in one, so I don't know how I'm gonna react. I've seen guys take off their pants. I've seen fucking X out looking dances. I've seen people cry, break down, lose their mind. Celebration. I'm gonna give the celebration like a 4. Okay, the achievement a fucking 9, but the celebration a 4. Because God, it was not pretty. Fuck, you gotta practice that shit. I practice my fucking hole in one dance. I know what I'm doing. Trust me, it might look like I'm fucking Tiger Woods. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to finish the round of golf. I can promise you that.
Speaking of Olympics, if you make one when we're up in Tahoe at the Aloha Press Classic this year, I want to see like some cartwheel, fucking back handspring flip. You got to have something planned like that. I mean, yeah, where you might get injured, we might have to call the ambulance. But it's got to be something special.
Yeah, absolutely. Trust me. The predictions we made last year for this year, I said I was going to make a hole in one, and I haven't come close at all. Like I haven't even. I've touched flag sticks a couple times on some eagle attempts, but other than that, I have not. There's no dancing in my future. But hey, you never fucking know. You could be all of a sudden out of it, and then you might catch me on film doing some incredibly stupid things too. You just never know how you're gonna react. So good for him. Couple other things, dude. This week was rough on some of the guys. Between Matthew Wolf, fucking guy, misses the cut, still wins $1 million, which we talked about last week. Pretty remarkable, right? I mean, how the fuck do you miss the cut and still make money? It just someone needs to rob Matthew Wolf. Not literally, just figuratively, mentally, probably.
He's obviously very lucky, because what he did and in the amount of tournaments he played in, it's got to be pure luck. I don't think he had any idea. He just happened to play those holes well on a Thursday, because that's about the only round of golf he plays in most tournaments. So hey, good for him. I heard that he had a little crybaby moment again this week. On his way to missing another cut.
Guy kind of hit a pull drive, he's visibly, you're like, okay, like that wasn't the best shot in the world. You're gonna be in this Bermuda rough, which was very challenging, and but he just whiny baby cry moment drags his driver across a cart path where you can hear metal on concrete, just clearly making some distinct marks in that thing, and I gotta like the PJ Tour's gotta find a guy for that. I mean, that's just inexcusable. Like if you're pissed off that much about your driver, politely hand that to a child or someone that needs a $650 driver. If you're going to damage it like that, it's kind of bad sportsmanship.
Well, you know what the thing is? It's this. The kid has never worked a day in his life to where he's had to put his money away in the bank to save up to buy a club like that, like we do, right?
Yeah.
We would never do that to our clubs. So he's privileged. He's been given everything. The other thing is this, my advice to him. If you're going to pull some bullshit like that, just break the motherfucker, right? Just smash it into pieces, fucking do it to it, and go play with your three wood the rest of the day. Don't do this crybaby drag. It's like a little kid sucking his thumb, dragging his fucking toy on the ground when it breaks. Just fucking break it.
I love it. That's the reaction we want. You're either making TMZ, okay, because you lost your shit, okay? You hucked it against a tree, something cool. Jeff, I completely agree with you. Because the whiny baby stuff. Good God, we don't want any of that stuff. We want guys who lose their mind,
Tell me how this guy has any fans that aren't his friends or family. Tell me how.
I don't know.
Nobody can fucking say it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think he has it. I don't even know if he made the playoffs. I can't imagine. Is he in the field next week? I'll have to look that up. But it's I don't know how he is. I don't know how he's moving forward in life. If he's that whiny baby cry and the mental health is struggling him that much, take a fucking break. Fucking put the clubs away, okay? Because I don't want to see it unless you're doing crazy shit. That's a little more entertaining. But if I gotta go search out videos you dragging your club across the ground, like go take a break, bro. It's not good. Matthew Wolf, good God, you're right, Jeff. Another moment this week that I thought was kind of interesting, that was immediately brought up. Kevin Kisner just won a golf tournament for the first time in a while. He won one earlier this year, but it was immediately brought up and asked if he was going to get the call from Steve Stricker to make the Ryder Cup team. He's a little ways out. Okay, he's not qualified yet. He currently sits at, let's see here. He currently sits at the 18th spot. Jeff, I mean, do you want a guy like Kevin Kisner playing for the Ryder Cup?
You know, we talked about this earlier off camera, and immediately my thought is no. I like the fucking big guns. I like the big names. I want the top guys. But something just tells me, you know what? It might be time to bring a little new blood in and give these guys a chance. Minus Kevin Na. As long as we keep Kevin Na out of this, I'm okay with giving Kisner a chance. Bring him in. You never know how he just got it done. You never know how these guys are going to handle this type of pressure unless you give them a shot. So, you know what? Fuck it. Bring in the new guys.
I will say, Kevin Kisner, like match play considered, he is a really good match player. But my question to you is this: would you rather have Harris English or Kevin Kisner?
Kevin Kisner times 10. I'd rather have a left-handed fucking Kevin Kisner than Harris English after what I just watched last week.
Because Harris English is currently ranked 8th in the Ryder Cup standings.
No.
Or how about Daniel Berger or Patrick Cantlay? I mean, do you want either one of them representing the United States?
I don't want Patrick Cantlay unless the tournament's held in Los Angeles.
It's so to give you guys an idea, the updated standings, Colin Morikawa has qualified for the Ryder Cup at the number 1 spot. Behind him is Dustin Johnson, Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka, Justin Thomas, Xander Schauffele, and then you got Jordan Spieth, Harris English, Patrick Reed, Daniel Berger, Patrick Cantlay, and Tony Finau rounding out the top 12 who are currently currently in the top 12 spots. The way the Ryder Cup's going to work this year is that the 6 guys are going to qualify on points, and then you've got 6 captain picks that Steve Stricker is going to be able to take from. It's scary looking down this list at some of the guys who are near the top. I would not have expected Tony Finau. Like, there's a couple guys in here who are not playing great golf. Patrick Reed's one of them. Bryson DeChambeau. Dustin Johnson. I mean, Brooks, DJ. I mean, JT. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the chances this year kind of scared me at the old Ryder Cup. I know we got several weeks, but kind of nervous about it.
The only pick I will say, as much as we hate on Patrick Reed, like that's the one format, the one tournament he for some reason just brings it, no matter what the stage or who he's playing. So I'm not mad if they give him a pick.
What's really crazy is the European Tour team. Good God, let's just jog down this list. Number 1, John Rahm, Tommy Fleetwood, Tyrrell Hatton, Roy McIlroy, Matthew Fitzpatrick, Paul Casey, Bernd Weisberg, no idea. Victor Perez, not the American Victor Perez. Robert McIntyre, Guido Mighalazzi, no clue. Thomas Dietrich.
Oh, Guido.
And Thomas Dietrich, Victor Hovland rounding out the top 12. And then just below that, 13, 14, you got Lee Westwood, Richard Bland, Shane Lowry, Danny Willett, Sergio Garcia, Justin Rose. I mean, Ian Poulter's in the top 20. The guy who shocks me in this list, I mean, besides the 6 people, I have no clue who they are. Richard Bland. You might have a Richard Bland, competing against Dustin Johnson and Justin Thomas. It just might be this might be a little rough.
Hey, it could go either. I think it's going to go one of two ways. The U.S. is either going to figure it out and just destroy them, or they're going to have a one of those just lopsided years where the Europeans show up and the U.S. keeps playing like shit. I don't think you're going to have anything close. I think one of the teams is just going to show up and just destroy the other one.
God, Doc, I really hope Harris English is not on our team, or Daniel Berger, or Patrick Cantlay. There's some guys on here who are not killers. I do like the beef wagon, though. Bryce DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka. I want them to be partners just cuz. Just the hatred. They can just start talking shit to everyone else. Be friends for 4 days. So we'll see how this story unfolds. I'm assuming these next 3 weeks with the FedEx Cup playoffs are going to have a lot of weight on Steve Stricker and who he's actually going to select in the team. And I'm sure we're going to talk a lot more about this coming up. Did I tell you what I did? For everyone that knows, I currently I'm an entrepreneur, which also means I'm unemployed, unless you want to rent a storage unit for me. I applied to be like a marshal at the PGA at the Ryder Cup this year. Haven't heard anything back. I don't know if my resume was not good enough. I don't know if they were big fancy of unemployed golf podcasters, but we'll see how that unfolds. I haven't gotten the email yet. We'll see. A lot of my cards are in the hands of the PGA America.
You need to find a way to get out to East Lake and volunteer there or do something there for the Tour Championship.
We were out there last year, and good God, can you send me a bulletproof vest? I mean, it's not a nice place. It's kind of nerve-wracking down there. They've had COVID glass, which to protect their employees. But it was bulletproof glass. It wasn't COVID. It protects you from COVID and bullets. It was crazy. I will be making a trip down to East Lake. I don't know if I'm going to be I don't know if I'm going to be in the actual facility. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. Or I'm going to walk the perimeter. I don't know what we're going to do yet. It's I will make the trip down there in the next couple weeks.
We're getting a little ahead of ourselves. I know that's the third and final event. How about the Northern Trust? What do you think about this coming week? This tournament. I know I get to pick first, but what do you think about this week?
I'm nervous about it. I'm really fucking nervous about it. It's one of those golf courses that it's the last time that they're going to play there. It's up in Boston. Last year, I just remember last year and knowing that Dustin Johnson fucking just ripped one. I mean, he took out the full he took out the full field. I mean, I think he shot 31 under last year. The next guy to runner up was Mr. 59, Scotty Scheffler, at 22 under. It's going to be an interesting week. It's one of those weeks that you never know, like with the weather, it might be real wet up there. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about seeing kind of how the FedEx Cup playoffs are actually going to unfold. These are the weeks that we can kind of you can see what these guys are actually going to make and if they're going to be able to move on. I mean, some of these guys in the top 70, the top 125, I mean, these guys got to play really, really well. So I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a good week.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. I enjoy this. I enjoy, the guys kind of moving up the leaderboard and making it to the next tournament, and the guys, falling out. But here's the thing: I looked and tried to find the player list, couldn't find it. I tried to find the power rankings, couldn't find it. But you know what I did find? I found the 2020 scorecard from this tournament last year, and I noticed that the top of it had a guy who shot 30 under par, something ridiculous like that. And that I get to pick first this week. I thought, why not? I'm hot again. I'm on a 1-game winning streak, a 1-week winning streak. How can I go against the guy who beat the field by double digits? He's got to have some type of good feelings there coming back. Hopefully he's in the field. Hopefully he's not sitting this one out. But I'm going with DJ.
Jeff, I get it. I mean, why would you not go with DJ? I mean, it's a lot of good memories. I mean, I'm going to check. Let's see if we got any. No, we don't have any odds up yet as we record this here on Sunday night. But it's, I mean, you got to like him moving forward. I mean, place you could bomb it. The only thing I remember last year, you had to hit it pretty well. I'm going to go with a guy who's currently I think he's chasing down some memories this year. I'm going to go with Colin Morikawa. I don't know if he's in the field. I sure hope so. I know he wasn't last week. It's I'm going to go with Colin Morikawa. I mean, why not? It's a guy who great iron player. I mean, that's he's fuck man. I don't know if he's playing this week or not. He's number 1 in the FedEx Cup.
Well, let's put this disclaimer out there right now. If after the show airs or after we get done doing this, if we find out one of our guys is not in the field, we'll allow the other one to make a pick prior to Thursday's first round.
Okay, I appreciate that. I don't want to. Yeah, that's fair. It's good. God, I'm only down 3 bottles. We got 3 weeks left. It's you never know, especially with the field getting shrunk down. I'm pretty sure Colin's gonna get after it, but the FedEx Cup standings. I mean, yeah.
No, I was just saying. Speaking of making picks when a guy doesn't play in the field, every time I've done it before, you've done it before. Somebody gets hurt or WDs, but every time we talk about it, or I think about our good friend Ben Smithers when we were picking a major, a major championship tournament, and he picked a guy who wasn't in the field in Jim Furyk that week. But the motherfucker won on the Champions Tour that same week, so it always kind of brings me back.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why the fuck he took Jim Furyk to win a U.S. Open. It was the guy doesn't hit it past 260 anymore, and goes, yeah, sure enough, the same week he went to Pebble Beach and won. But good God, it's always nerve-wracking making picks a little earlier in the week. But rounding off, so give you an idea of the FedEx Cup. It's there's a pretty strong couple guys who are playing pretty well. Colin Morikawa, Jordan Spieth, Patrick Cantlay round out the top 3 in the FedEx Cup. Gun to my head, I would have never, ever considered Jordan or Patrick Cantlay would have been in the top. I guess they just played pretty well this year. What's your favorite thing about the FedEx Cup? Is it these 3 weeks? Because the thing I hate about the FedEx Cup is the last 11 months leading up to it. Because we don't know what the fuck it actually means. They throw out FedEx Cup points like they're dollar bills at a strip club. It seems like there's a lot of them, and it's a lot of talk and not a lot of action.
It's just a lot about money. I think the best thing about the FedEx Cup now is that you're not going to have 2 winners come Sunday at the Tour Championship. You're not going to have a guy that wins the golf tournament and then a different guy that wins the FedEx. I think fixing that was the best thing they could have done.
I'm going to agree and disagree with you. Dustin Johnson technically won East Lake, but the official Golf World Rankings gave it to Xander Schauffele. Xander Schauffele played like fucking lights out, smoked the field, and still fucking lost, which was kind of rough for him. He got the unofficial victory.
What was the handicap? However they did it, he was.
I think it was like 10 shots or something. Yeah, I think he was like 5 or 6 back, but it's I look forward to it. This is a fun. Besides the Ryder Cup coming up, the majors are over with. It just isn't that exciting. Another story.
There's still one major. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say there's still one major championship, but we'll get into that later.
Well, besides the Aloha Press Classic, of course, yeah. You want to touch on that now? While we're 30 minutes into the show. We got 2 weeks left for people to sign up. We got a few spots left. October 9th and 10th. It's the Aloha Press Classic. It's the only major championship that you can play into that isn't going to cost you, several $1,000s. It might, if you don't stay at the Beaver.
Yeah, the itch is real. And in fact, let everybody know we're bringing back the Anger Bang. You're going to see us live Friday night. So if you listen to this sometime during the week, get ready. We're not sure what time Friday night. It's coming back. We need to get on there, talk about the golf tournament, talk about the golf course, talk about the prizes, talk about the sponsors, which are the big part, in what's going on up there. And they make it possible for us. So I can't wait. It's coming. It's coming and it's real. And I can't wait to see you and battle against you. Not being in the same group is going to be awesome because I'm just going to have that fucking live scorecard going on my phone and know exactly where I stand. So I'm just very excited. I had to talk about it. I know you got other questions, but I just had to talk about it.
No. The one addition that we made this year was the live scoring, and we had it at our other tournament, the home game, which it was a little confusing for some of the players. The June bug or the Judah bug flip phone, okay, that some of these players were playing with. You gotta have a phone that takes an actual application, or you can be able to actually watch you can actually have internet on it. We're gonna have live scoring, which is gonna be huge. We might have a few Matthew Wolfs that on Sunday afternoon go out, have a few blow up holes and just promptly drive their asses home and not have to wait around, which is a key feature, but also the ability to go out there and know where you're at. Because Jeff, some of these pins are gonna be tucked. And I have a feeling that you got wedge in your hand, you got a 2-shot lead, you might be playing in the middle of the green.
Very true. But I'm going to give a little teaser here, right? Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to take home the chain. Everybody wants to take home the cash for pin out gross and net this year, first 3 spots. But I'm a little teaser for those of you who might be thinking about making the early exit on Sunday. I wouldn't because the bottom 4 players, we've got a little something special for them, something that, has the chance to maybe make them more money than if you won the golf tournament. So if you are in the end, stick around, have a Coors Light, hydrate a little bit, and get ready because we may end up in the casino with 4 of the shittiest players from the weekend.
Which is a great, I like the teaser, Jeff. It's good. We actually just worked on the player gift, which is gonna be legit. I'm really excited about that. It's gonna be, dude, it's gonna be amazing. Another thing that I need to bring up to give everyone some context. Start practicing now, okay? And start practicing your winter yardages, okay? You need to get dialed in. Hit a few when you go to the range. Hit a few punch shots, okay? We're gonna be playing at Edgewood Tahoe, okay? There's an occasional pine tree that might fuck you up. Head to the pine straw, hit a few punch shots. Get your punch shot game right.
Hey, it might not be a bad thing to run to Lowe's, grab an industrial fan or 2, bring it out to the range and start blowing right into your face, a little right to left. Because you never know with the wind gusts up there. We had one day it was windy, and we had one day that was beautiful. You never know what you're going to get in Tahoe.
But if you want to practice your putting, again, like I said it last year, okay, and I was not fucking wrong either, which was scary. I was half joking. Take a couple golf balls, go to your kitchen, go to your kitchen, okay? And that nice linoleum, that nice Vinyl, maybe some hardwood. I don't know what you got in your. I don't know. Maybe you have carpet. I don't know. But but get yourself a really hard surface and just start putting, because it's Edgewood Tahoe has the ability to kick up the speed on the green speed. Hell, maybe chip a few times, because that's what it's like trying to hold those greens when you're 30, 40 yards away.
Well, I will say this: this is no American Century Classic. They're not watering this place to make it nice and soft for these guys. They know we're coming. It's our second year in a row. They know we like to set our own tee boxes, our own flags. We like to take it serious. Stroke play event. Yeah, they dry them out a little bit. They dry them out. They cut them very short, very firm. It's a different beast up there.
It's a little different. So go to the website, go sign up. This is the event. This is our Super Bowl. It's something I would suggest. Okay, it's a holiday weekend, 3 days. It's one of the last weekends that you can actually play golf up there. We kind of close up Edgewood, close up the fall season for South Lake Tahoe. Go to the website, thealohapress.com/classic, and sign up before it's too late. I will say September 1st is the last day to sign up. It's either we're gonna have a full field or we're gonna have a limited field. We're not sure yet. So do it sooner than later, because we gotta pay some bills. Everyone's like, oh, it's kind of expensive. It's like, yeah, because Edgewood wants their fucking money. Okay, they host NHL fucking events at this facility. Okay, it's not like they host the highest paid football player in history. Okay, Patrick Mahomes isn't playing at fucking Edgewood Muni. Okay, out in Tahoe. Okay, this is a legit golf course. So sign up before it's too late. So do that now. Do that right now. Stop. Hit the pause button of the podcast and go to the website and sign up. Jeff, slow play, big problem, right? It's apparently the LPGA Tour. There's been a few players that come out and have addressed that the slow play is killing their fan base. Is it really killing it, or is this something that we need to address?
Well, I'm not going to say that it kills their fan base, because when and if they ever are on TV, you're always seeing a golf shot. So you're not seeing the slow play there. Slow play is everywhere in golf, not just in women's golf. But the only fucking people that can fix it, the goddamn players. So stop bitching to the cameras and stop going to the media, and go to your fucking players, the 125 people that are in your golf tournament, and have a discussion with them. I mean, discuss it with your playing partner. Hold yourself accountable. Hold the others accountable. That's the only way you're going to fix slow plays, is if everybody that's playing the game does it. It has absolutely nothing to do with the viewers, the field, the fans, the media. It has nothing to do with that.
Well, Stacey Lewis disagrees with you. She thinks it's the players need to I don't know. She rambled on it. It was a bit annoying. The thing that I thought about, and the one thing about our golf tournaments is we want to play fast. Okay, I enjoy playing golf. I don't enjoy playing 6.5 hours around the golf. We got other business to take care of. We got blackjack tables to go after. We got cocktails to consume. The great thing about this year is that live scoring board, so we're not going to be stuck fucking scoring for an hour. It's something that I think the LPGA Tour might want to just join us in Tahoe and get a fucking actual outlook on how you play fast. And in my opinion, the women's game, good God, I don't see it on television necessarily, but fuck, I see it out on our local golf course. You got some of these players out here, and I'm not trying to single out just the lady golfers, but good God, they're following examples. It's horrible. I watched a couple groups of golfers this week who I wanted to do bad things to, and not a good thing, bad thing. I'm talking about it's 110 degrees outside, and I'm sweating my ass. I have sweat coming down my butt crack, and you wanna circle the fucking putting green to get a proper read. It just drives me fucking crazy.
But at your home course, that falls on either you or the marshal, right? Sometimes people take it in their own hands and they go a little too far. Sometimes people sit back and just wear it. But at the tour level, they got to talk to their playing partners, or the tour's just got to step in and say, all right, we're just going to start penalizing you guys and make it ridiculous, where we're just penalizing people left and right, costing them money and costing them, points in their fucking whatever FedEx Cup or whatever the ladies play for, Schwab Cup, Evian Cup. I don't even know what they play for. But do something like that, because then you're going to get their attention. You start hitting their pocketbooks, you're going to get their attention. It's not like they make a lot of money playing golf anyway.
No, they're not making that FedEx Cup money. It's another topic that got brought up in the last couple days. The USGA, they're trying to go towards like a kind of like a fixed group of golf courses, kind of like they do at the Open Championship. They've named 2 kind of stable venues, or they've named 3 of them: Oakmont Country Club, Marion Golf Club, and then also Pinehurst number 2. Jeff, do you like the idea of having some iconic golf courses that are consistently hosting U.S. Opens?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I like the opportunity for newer golf courses or public golf courses, or to get a chance. I mean, I don't like the fucking rotating thing for the rest of our lives. I want to see the classics. I want to see Pebble Beach. I want to see those, but I want give them new challenges. I like it. I think it's interesting, and you bring in different guys that can win golf tournaments in certain places. If they're at these same courses every year, it just, I don't know. To me, it kind of gets boring. I like change, so that's just me.
I'm going to agree and disagree with you. I like the consistency of like the Masters, where we get to see this same golf course over and over, and guys can really like kind of harness the history and everything, and you get to have similar memories, like on hole 16, on hole 12, all those remarkable shots that you get to see year in and year out. But at the same time, the U.S. Open has got some teeth to it, okay? These last 3 years, they have absolutely bent over backwards, went to prison, and became the victim here. Pick the soap up off the ground, okay, and start picking harder golf courses. I want venues like Bethpage Black. I want public golf courses that people can go and experience. Marion Country Club and Oakmont Country Club it's not gonna be like I'm gonna be able to go there and play whenever I want. If I want to go play Pebble Beach, I can. I can Pinehurst at times. I can play Bethpage Black. I can play Erin Hills. I'm with you. It's something that I think the USGA having a consistent, venue base, is it great for the game of golf? And I understand there's these iconic golf courses they want to go to, but I like the idea of seeing, some billionaire, have a wad hut up their ass and saying, I'm going to make the hardest golf course in the world, and they're going to have the US Open here. I kind of like that ability. When it compared to like the Open Championships, I think you're measuring 2 different things.
Yeah, in the Open Championship, I mean, it's just different, right? It's different, but the U.S. Open, I'm exactly with you. Find me somebody that's going to make the hardest golf course in the world, make something totally difficult for these guys that everybody can play, and bring them there, and make it even tougher for them. But don't just give us a set 10 or a set 8 or whatever they want to do, and make us have to watch those courses the rest of our life.
It's I'm with you. It's the one thing we were talking about the Ryder Cup stuff, and I forgot to bring it up. It's in my notes here, and I actually skimmed over it. There's a hot topic that people are gonna take with, and I feel like we need to put the Aloha Press spin on it. Ricky Fowler. He's clearly not going to make the team. He's horrible. He's been horrible this entire year, except that one top 5 at the PGA Championship when Phil kicked his ass. What do you think of him being like the cart bitch out at the Ryder Cup? Do you want Ricky Fowler running around fucking with Team USA?
The only thing I can think of is he just wants to go hang out with MJ, and he wants to party a little bit, smoke some cigars, listen in the headset, act like he's doing something. Because he's obviously not going to help anybody with their golf game. He's not reading putts for them. He's not helping them on the range. And none of those guys need a cheering section. So yeah. I think he's just looking for an excuse to hang out with MJ. That's all he's looking. I'd do the same thing.
I'm gonna disagree. Like, if I don't qualify, I'm way too fucking young to be standing there in the matching polo, the matching shirt without my golf bag. Okay, if I don't make it as a fucking player, there's no way I'm going to this damn thing. I'll show up as a spectator. Not even that. I'm not even going there as a spectator, okay? I will support you from my fucking $1 million mansion in Florida, okay? I might shoot a few more commercials, okay? I might prep for next season. There's no way I'm driving a fucking golf cart and being these guys' bitch. I just am not, okay? I'm way too old. I get paid way too much money, and I'm way too proud for that crap. It drives me crazy. It's like, Ricky, I want to punch you in the face. That's what I want to do right now. I want to break your stupid glasses and punch you in the face and shave your stupid mustache.
Do you feel like he's kind of like throwing in the towel a little early in his career with some of these decisions, some of these things he's doing? I mean, it's just like, don't you want to win again? Don't you want to get good again? Are you competitive enough?
I even think Bubba Watson's an assistant captain. It's actually crazy. The people who need to be assisting anyone is Tiger Woods. Okay, get his ass up off those crutches. Get him in a cart. Okay, with his fancy headset. And then you got Steve Stricker, and maybe bring on someone. Maybe bring on a killer that's not even involved in golf. Maybe like Bill Belichick. Get him in the fucking booth. Get him a fucking earpiece. Right? I mean, maybe Charles Barkley. Someone to fuck with the European Tour team. Because Ricky Fowler does not intimidate anyone. Okay? Or Bubba. What is Bubba Watson gonna do? Just bitch at everyone because he's not playing? It just, I don't know.
See when we get there.
Maybe me and you need to be fucking signed up. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, that's it, folks. That's all we got. You got anything else, Jeff, that you want to touch on before we wrap this thing up?
No, just if you made it this long, hey, tune in Friday night for the Anger Bang. It's coming back. Sign up for the Aloha Press Classic. Sign up now. Tell your friends, something like that. Let's get as many people up there as we can, because once like JC said, once we pay the man, we're stuck. We can't have any more spots. They sell them out the next day. So it happened last year. We had 12 guys try to get in late, and we couldn't get them in. So sign up before the fucking date.
Yeah, it was one of I called Edgewood. I'm like, hey, we got a couple more spots. Like, sorry, no go. Like that's so. Yeah, it's
Saturday, Sunday, middle of the day. You're not going to get it. So sign up now.
Absolutely. So, and the Anger Bank. Jeff talked me into doing the Anger Bank. Apparently, when we want our Instagram account deleted again, we gotta tune it back. We went a little high to the right. Okay, a little too much anger and a lot of banging. Okay, we can't have that. Okay, the OnlyFans account might be spun up on Instagram, but it's looking forward to that, Jeff. It's gonna be fun to chime in and see where our picks are this week. Colin and DJ. Hopefully, I just need to make the cut. Good guy, I just need you to make the cut. So with that being said, guys, really appreciate you guys subscribing, liking, doing all those fancy things on YouTube. Really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Hi, buddy.
Wearing all black,
Aloha! Here with JC and Jeff.
Ain't no time for school today.
hitting bombs.
Hey, watch this punch cut lob wedge. Replace your Marshalls with cart girls. They're better looking. They're serving drinks.
Got to hit bombs off the tee.
Phil talking about a guy taking a shit in the cut.
Mahalo!
That's what we did fireside with Phil.
Fire at the stick.
Hit bomb and attack the pin.